Mr. Goder is homesick. He can't even walk downstairs.
Did you contact into the court?
He called earlier without a callback. He called multiple times.
I understand that. Email is the most effective way. We are very short staffed. We've hired a few new people, but not everybody has started yet. So, and are those prescription sunglasses?
They are, please forgive me, Your Honor. I hit my face on the way in and I broke my regular glasses. I apologize.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude.
No, that's okay. All right, so there's no talking in court, please. Both Mr. Andrzejczyk and Mr. Cox, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Mr. Andrzejczyk?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cox?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, and forgive me, I pulled up my notes and it said that you all live together and that you were all coming in person for a hearing. But it doesn't let me print anything and I couldn't access anything else. This darn update has not worked very well. So, Mr. Andrzejczyk, you own the home and you're friends with Mr. Cox and Mr. Goder?
Acquaintances, yes.
Acquaintances?
Yes.
Acquaintances to the point where you allow them to move in?
He's a master manipulator. He didn't.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. We are not going to go about making assumptions or calling people names or trying to characterize somebody, okay? Because that doesn't prove helpful when we're trying to resolve something, or for my purposes, so that I can render the appropriate judgment, okay?
I never uttered the words, "You can live with me," and there was no lease agreement, there's no agreement of anything.
How long have you owned the home, sir?
January of last year.
So January of 23.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who moved in first, Mr. Cox or Mr. Goder?
They both moved in at the same time around September of 23.
Okay, and how do you know the defendants?
I met Eric through the bar that I worked at 10 years ago. I worked there, he was a customer to the bar.
Okay, so that was 10 years ago. Did you maintain communication and friendship?
For a couple of years, he told me that he was in a coma and almost died, and we lost contact. I put on Facebook that I needed help with painting my house, just support, just anything with the house, and he offered to assist.
Okay, so he offered to assist. Was there a discussion as to what the assistance was?
He said he would help me paint the bathroom, change light fixtures, hang pictures of handrail.
So how did it come to be then that Mr. Cox started sleeping there?
One day I was going to pick him up to do some minor work at my house because he got his car repossessed from him. He lived in Ohio and it was about an hour drive. I had to urinate very badly, so I asked him if may I come inside and use the bathroom. The stench of urine was so bad that I couldn't even fully go to the bathroom. I said, "Wow, this is disgusting. How do you live here? You shouldn't live here." And he took it upon himself as, "Oh, I'm offering my upstairs, the empty room to live in."
Mr. Cox, is that how that conversation went about you moving into the home?
Not at all, Your Honor.
Okay, so how did you end up living at the home?
Well, I did offer to help Joey with some repairs, but it got extremely extensive. About 1,680 hours put in at his home. He was right.
Sir, my
Yes, ma'am.
question is, how did you end up living at the home?
He invited us to stay after seeing the state of our apartment.
What was the words that Mr. Andrzejczyk used?
You need to get out of here and you can come and stay with me.
Okay, so you both kind of agree about you shouldn't be staying here, you need to get out of here. But where there's a disagreement is that Mr. Andrzejczyk is testifying that he did not say you need to come stay with me. And sir, you're saying that he said you need to come stay with me.
Yes, he did. I mean, he even bought me a bed.
Did you buy him a bed?
He insisted I did
Sir,
because he had no.
yes or no? Did you
Yes,
buy
I
him a
bought. Yeah, I purchased a bed and he used my credit card to do so. Or my credit card was used to purchase a bed. Yes.
Did you give him the credit card?
No, I don't, and he took me to the store and I couldn't he wouldn't take no for an answer. I had to get him a bed because where is he gonna sleep? He would tell me, he twisted my arm and I was forced into it. I was forced into buying him a bed, yes. I had to forcibly buy him a bed.
Mr. Cox, where you live is not Mr. Andrew's responsibility. It's his home, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
is.
he wants you out, why aren't you moving out?
Well, because we have paid him a total of now $8,257.22 for what we should have paid $2,800 in rent. The agreement was $350 per month.
Hold on a minute,
So
hold on
I
a
can
minute.
prove this.
Sir, hold on. You're saying that there is an agreement to pay $350 per month.
Yeah, he's not telling you the whole truth.
Hold on, my question is this, sir. Mr. Andrzejak has filed a petition for you to move out of the home.
Yes,
Have you filed anything else? Have you filed a complaint? Have you filed any counter complaint? Have you filed anything?
police reports.
No, sir.
I'm not sure
In
what
this
else I
matter.
need to file.
In this matter, have you filed anything on this case? Whether it's an answer, a written counter complaint, or anything like that?
I didn't know I needed to.
Okay. Well, I can't give you legal advice, sir, but that's why you consult attorneys. Mr. Andrzejak owns the home. Is your name on the home?
No.
No. Okay, he wants you to move. So why aren't you moving?
Because I just filed with the state to pay $2,000 of utilities in for him. I mean, we've had multiple agreements which I have met and exceeded those terms.
Okay, is there anything in writing regarding a
There's nothing.
length of term of a lease?
There's nothing right.
Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know of any law that says that he doesn't have the right to have you out of the home and regain control of the premises. You have 10 days, unless Mr. Andrzejak agreeing to extend that time, you have 10 days.
What about all the money that I paid him?
That's a separate action, sir. You haven't filed a counter complaint. You haven't filed a counter complaint. Are you agreeing to give Mr. Goder and Mr. Cox additional time to relocate?
No, Your Honor, I would actually request immediate removal I don't feel comfortable in my own home. For the past month, I've had to essentially set up shop in my garage and live inside my garage. I don't feel comfortable inside of my
No
own
talking in the courtroom. You need
I
to
have
talk
photo
on the line.
evidence of him, he has a colostomy bag, there is photo evidence of fecal matter in my shower, in the sink, all over the floor, all over the toilet. Disgusting, biohazard. I have tons of photos of it. He's claiming that he paid all this money. I have proof that he had not. He filed, the SERs that he filed were after the eviction notices. I've gathered together $15,644.83 of money that he spent on my credit cards that he said that he's gonna pay me back.
Okay,
I've
so
also
I'm just gonna say this, right? I'm not handling any money purposes.
Understood,
I'm not
understood.
handling anything regarding money. I don't know if you filed a police report regarding that. I don't know if there's a civil lawsuit going on regarding either one of those.
Understood.
Mr. Andrzejak owns the home. He wants you out. And the fact that you're uncomfortable, sir, I don't have anything that's showing that there's a health hazard. I don't have any documentation that somebody has come to the home, condemned anything or supported that statement or anything of that nature.
I do have photo evidence. I printed them. I wasn't sure if I could submit them any other way. I figured physical would be best.
Well, sir, when you filed your action, did you file under the health hazard statute?
No.
Okay, so then the court doesn't have anything to do, can't do anything other than the 10 days. I can't do anything less than the 10 days.
Okay, as long as that's perfect. As long
All right,
as
so the
that's-
court's going to order after hearing that plaintiff is entitled to recover possession of the property. If the defendants do not move out by July 26th, plaintiff may apply for an order evicting the defendant. So it's after hearing as to defendant 1, default as to defendant 2. There may be additional money owed if damage to the property occurs or might continue to accrue. And no money judgment will enter. The court will sign that judgment, sir. I don't believe I have a judgment right now to sign, but I will have one printed up. Can you please message Curly, please, or call her on the phone? Wait, hold on, let's see here. Never mind, it's right here. Right here. No, this is not, this is, no. Oh, here it is. If you feel the court got it wrong, you certainly have 10 days to file your appeal. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And, all right, Mr. Shunke, let's, okay, and Mr. Staniszewski, your name for the record, please.
Stanley Staniszewski.
Okay, I do apologize for everybody's wait today. And counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Amber Anderson on behalf of the defendant.
All right, thank you. You're in a vehicle, but you're not driving, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. And, Mr. Williamson, your name for the record, please.
Mark Williamson.
Okay, so I had to go review my notes from another computer, Mr. Staniszewski was going to go to the home on June 21st at 3:30 to do the inspection. Did that occur?
Yes,
Okay,
partially,
were you there at the home?
yes. It's an apartment, one bedroom apartment, but he refused to let me get in all the rooms. He stood in the doorway with his camera, and he didn't, this time he didn't have it in my face. He just stood there and he goes, I goes, what's wrong with that door? I go, what's the odor in here? He wouldn't let me in. I don't know if there's an animal in there or what, but it stunk to high heaven.
Mr. Williamson, did you
I-
allow Mr. Staniszewski to?
I certainly did. I have videograph
Please let me
evidence.
finish my question before you interrupt me.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you allow Mr. Staniszewski to enter every room in the apartment?
Except my bedroom.
Yes or no?
No,
Why not?
because I didn't want his dirty boots in my bedroom.
Sir, the order of the court was that he was going to go at 3:30 to inspect the premises.
Yes,
That's all the parts of the premises. You don't get to pick and choose which parts of the premises.
well, he was in the doorway of the bedroom. He could see the bedroom quite well from the doorway.
You cannot assume what somebody can see or not see. You are renting the property from him. It's his property. Counsel, has there been a resolution at all?
There has not been.
And so, counsel, is there any legal basis by which your client would be entitled to stay at the property?
He is a month-to-month tenant. I know that you asked me to file a motion to dismiss pursuant to Park Forest. I just did that yesterday. I apologize for getting that in late. I was out of office last week and thought it was supposed to be handled by another coworker, but it did not get done, so I just filed it yesterday.
All right, this court hasn't been able to get into my file, and so I don't have that, nor is that timely filed before the hearing today. And so, Mr. Staniszewski, when's the last time you accepted rent?
I took his check out of the door, but I didn't cash it. I've got it with me. After, Your Honor.
What date was that?
The first of the month.
The 1st of July?
Yes,
Do you have it with you?
yes. Can I explain the reason why I took it?
Okay,
When you let me to go into that apartment, I went in there, I've got pictures of the bathroom vanity all broke up. The bathtub is orange and black all around the whole edge of the tub. The toilet is busted open. The kitchen floor has got ceramic tile, 12 by 12 tiles. I counted 8 that were completely busted.
Okay, I'll take a look at those photos. Council, have you seen these photos?
I have not.
Okay, we're kind of at a disadvantage because you're not here in person, but I'll take, oh, you can print them out, sir?
I put them on, I think, I'm new at this, I don't know much about it, but the tenant that's with me right now, if she could help me. Okay, here. No. Okay, here, yeah, you wanna see it? You'll know more about it, it's like, there's the bathtub. This is him blocking me out of the kitchen with his camera. There was.
Okay, so I just want to look at the photos. I don't need any testimony regarding the photos right now, please.
Oh, all right, sorry.
Sir, do you have the photos pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take them, please.
What, the tub is orange.
The tub is orange?
Yeah. Down at the bottom,
Okay.
and it's black all around the edge.
There's not a door on the vanity. The vanity's cracked
Right,
on the wood.
right.
The tile in front of the toilet is very darkened. The walls are dark. There's a picture of the inside of the toilet. The sink
I
isn't
don't
very
know where the
clean.
top is.
Mr. Williamson, what happened to the door of the vanity?
It rotted and fell off,
Did you notify Mr. Staniszewski?
yes.
And what's going on with the bathtub?
The apartment is contaminated with iron slime bacteria and toxic black mold.
Okay, and
The toxic black mold is infesting the kitchen cabinet as well as the refrigerator.
it's just in case this is something from again. Okay, so then why do you want us to live there, sir?
I don't. I wish to get out as soon as possible.
Okay, well, good. So you first had notice to move with me.
He's produced 3 different notices to
Okay.
quit.
All right, 10 days from today's date is July 26th. When are you planning on moving out?
As soon as possible.
Okay,
I
what
don't
is that?
I don't actually have a place at the moment. I have numerous contacts and prospects, including the Bishop Co-op, where it's likely I'll be able to move in there September 1st.
Okay, well, you don't have anything in confirming that already, was it the hospital? No, okay. I don't know, get some money.
I called back.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, sir, Mr. Staniszewski, do you want to give Mr. Williamson any additional time beyond the 10 days, 30 days?
No,
Your Honor,
Anderson? Yes?
the notice to quit gave him a move date of June 2nd. The plaintiff accepted rent for the month of June.
Okay, and he hasn't accepted rent for the month of July.
And he has not provided the defendant with new notice either.
He did accept my check for July.
He hasn't cashed it. Has it been cashed?
no,
He accepted it in the normal manner.
He hasn't cashed it.
Well, I guess not.
Okay, so Mr. Staniszewski, you need to have legal advice and seek legal assistance because while council filed a motion to dismiss this based upon the Park Forest case because you accepted rent after you filed the action in June, council, does that case, what does that case state regarding the next month?
Sorry, what was that?
What does that case state regarding the following month? So if there isn't any rent accepted the following month,
The notice to quit is considered invalid once rent is accepted, so he would need to give a new notice to quit.
okay, but now what happens when the court sets a second hearing like this one did?
The original notice to quit would still be invalid.
And so what does that do once there's a complaint filed?
The court would no longer have subject matter jurisdiction, it's my understanding.
All right, well, but there hasn't been a motion filed either. But sir, you accepted rent. Did you file a new notice to quit?
No, I didn't, because I don't see how I could lose this with the damage that he's done to the apartment.
Sir,
I've lost it, he's cost me a hot water tank, he's costing me the kitchen, the entranceway to the apartment and into the bathroom. all
Sir,
those
I would
things.
suggest contacting an attorney because Ms. Anderson is correct. There is case law that if you file a motion to quit, a notice to quit, and you accept money afterwards, that invalidates that notice to quit. There has to be a valid notice to quit accompanied with a complaint for recovery of possession of the property. When you accepted the June rent, sir, that invalidated the notice to quit. So, I'm not suggesting that there isn't money that's owed by Mr. Williamson, or that Mr. Williamson shouldn't have to relocate, but I can't currently proceed based on the happenings that have occurred. Because you accepted the rent.
I understand that, but now, like, if he complains that it's so bad in there, I pass all my city certs, and if I get the city checks it out every couple of years, and I've always passed those. So I think the man is said he's told the truth in this courtroom, and he's lied.
Okay, well, sir, I'm not doing anything based upon
I
that,
understand.
right? Because I was prepared to have Mr. Williamson relocate in only 10 days. However, because you accepted rent in June, and then there wasn't another notice to quit that was filed, this court cannot proceed. Okay?
So, do I have to give him a whole 30 days notice?
Well, sir, I would strongly suggest talking to an attorney so they can tell you how to properly do that so that you don't have any problems. Mr. Williamson, let me be very clear, right? It has been very evident that Mr. Staniszewski wants you to relocate. Do not harass any of the tenants, nor Mr. Staniszewski, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you wanna talk to my, well, she's left now.
I can't proceed with
She's
that.
got pictures of it, what he's done to her.
I'm not suggesting that he didn't do that, but I can't proceed on anything
Okay.
because of that, okay? All right, thank you, have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke appearing on behalf of my client. At this time, we consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
Thank you. Ms. Love, your name for the record, please.
I'm sorry,
Your name for the record, please.
Alexis Love.
All right, thank you. And so counsel, Ms. Love is in custody on another matter, and she has a warrant for her failure to appear in this matter. I believe she failed to appear for sentencing on July 27th of 2020. And counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. As the arraignment of the missed court date, that we waived formal reading my client stands mute. But that being said, Judge, she'll admit to not appearing at the sentencing.
All right, the court's going to, well, I'm not really sure why she didn't appear for sentencing. I think that she appeared for the pre-sentence investigation. I don't recall. I don't have that. I don't know what I did with that paper. paperwork, but, what are you in custody for, ma'am? I know it's out of 36th district, but what is it?
It was a warrant that was brought back up from an incident that happened in March.
Okay. All right, well, you've also spent 4 years without taking care of this matter. The court's going to, you're going to have to contact probation so you can set up a pre-sentence interview date and sentencing date. In the meantime, the court's going to, are you still at your home in Detroit? No, I show you, are you in Georgia or Detroit? Where do you live, ma'am?
I stay in Michigan. I've always stayed in Michigan.
Okay. Is McClellan Street your address?
Yes.
Okay. All right, the court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond.
Your Honor, may I address bond?
Yes.
Your Honor, it's my understanding back in 2020 that I don't know what was happening regarding the address at the time. She indicated that she wasn't residing there. And we had a brief dialogue with the knowledge that she should have at least maybe made a better effort to tell the court where she was residing. That being said, I don't believe that she maliciously made an attempt to sidestep her responsibilities with the court. Neither here nor there, but on a positive note, she does have a strong family support system. Currently, her mother, who she will be residing with temporarily with, who is taking care of her 2-year-old daughter, but she is diligently working full-time as a hairstylist. She's a traveling hairstylist. And furthermore, Judge, she is 1 month pregnant. Judge, she's about to be released on a personal bond with a tether on the case out of Detroit. I know when I asked her financially what sort of monetary amount would be potential, she indicated that on the low end, potentially seeking a personal bond, but in the high end, potentially underneath $200. If we could potentially have it reduced to 2,010%, I would just like to make sure that she can get reunited with her daughter, make sure that she's on her prenatal vitamins, and with the tether provision of the Detroit case pending, she's not disappearing, Judge. So we respectfully request any sort of leniency this court could consider. Thank you, Judge.
All right, the court will amend it to be a $2,000 10% bond. You're going to contact probation within 24 hours of release. If you're unaware of the phone number or the email address, ma'am, you can certainly go on our website and it has all that information there. Okay, but I will make sure that we put the email address and the phone number on your minutes, okay?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you well.
We're going to put the phone number and the email for probation on your paperwork, ma'am, okay?
Okay, so you said 10% of 2,000 for my bond. Is that for me to be released?
Yeah, so that's $200.
Okay.
All right, and then within 24 hours of your release, you need to contact the probation department so you can get set up with your pre-sentence interview and your sentencing date.
Okay.
Okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day.